Xenoblade Chronicles is a franchise that started in 2010 with Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii and ended in 2023 with Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. The series has gained a lot of popularity over the years, with each main title selling over 1 million copies and with Shulk and Pyra being featured in Super Smash Bros. But with Future Redeemed, many fans considered it the conclusion of the trilogy and perhaps even the end of the Xenoblade series as a whole. However, is this really the end of Xenoblade, or is Takahashi hiding another surprise? In this video, we'll be going over what's in store for the future of Xenoblade and Monolithsoft, by looking at everything we know and my predictions for what's to come. Let's start off with where we stand now. As of the 29th of May 2023, Monolithsoft just finished two of their biggest projects, the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We know that Monolithsoft has three main development teams. We got the A-team in Tokyo, led by Tetsuya Takahashi, which mainly focuses on the Xenoblade projects, but they also work on other projects which we'll get into later. Then we got the B-team, also in Tokyo, which mainly helps with the development of mainline Zelda games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but also helped with the development of some Xenoblade games. Then we got the C-team in Kyoto, which consists mostly of artists, who help with development on Nintendo titles like Animal Crossing, Pikmin and Splatoon. So we know that the B-team just finished working on Tears of the Kingdom, and that the majority of the A-team just finished with Future Redeemed. However, what is the other part of the A-team working on? We know that the A-team started hiring people for a new action RPG project in October 2018, a month after Torna's release. But if you go to the Monolithsoft website now, you can see that they are still actively hiring for this project. That means that this untitled action RPG game has been in development for at least 4 years. However, we do have to keep in mind that the team working on this game is much smaller than the Xenoblade team. Xenoblade games usually take around 3 to 5 years to develop, so I think there's a big chance that this will be the next project we'll see from Monolithsoft. Whether this will be the next Xeno game or a brand new IP, we can only speculate on, but I am excited to see where Monolithsoft will take this project. So, was Future Redeemed truly the end of the Xenoblade franchise? Both Tetsuya Takahashi and Genki Yokota stated that they want to continue the Xenoblade Chronicles franchise, and that Xenoblade 3 was a conclusion to the trilogy rather than the series as a whole. But I think that it's safe to assume that this is probably the last time we saw the characters of this trilogy, and that the new game will take place in a new world with new characters. I think that the Xenoblade franchise will take a similar approach as Final Fantasy, while keeping some overarching lore intact, like the Klaus experiments and Nopons. Monolithsoft also recently publicized that they increased the base salary for employees, with the salary for new graduates being increased by 22%. This can only mean that the sales for Monolithsoft are going pretty well, and that their next big game might have an even bigger budget. So we know that a Monolithsoft action RPG game is in development, and that the Xenoblade franchise will still go on. But we also still have the radio scene and the final teaser at the end of Future Redeemed, in which you can see the worlds of Xenoblade 1 and 2 combine again, and then see something launching into the planet. There's a lot of debate about whether this is Cosmos or the White Whale from Xenoblade X, but I am not here to give an answer to that debate, as I haven't played Xenosaga. What I will do, however, is give my predictions for what the next big Xenoblade game will be, based on all the information that we got. My first theory is an ambiguous one. With all the debates that we got following the information from the radio cutscene, I thought it would be pretty unfortunate if we never got a solid answer. So my theory would be that instead of moving on into the future, we first get a backstory game based in the world of Klaus before he started the experiment. It would be a new cast of characters that try to figure out what was really going on with the Earthlife colonization project, Project Exodus, the Savorite rebels, and how the Conduit, aka the Sohar, got into that world. This way we could fill up the loose plot holes that were created with Xenoblade X and Xenosaga with Dmitry Yuriev that was also mentioned. Maybe they can somehow include Elma in it as well, who knows. I would call it Xenoblade Zero, and I feel there are a lot of possibilities here with how they've set things up. My second theory is a Xenoblade Chronicles X remaster, but with a brand new story that ties into the information we got from Future Redeemed and the Klaus experiment. Maybe the main antagonist could be the Sephiroth rebels instead of the Ganglion. Either way, I just want to fly around in my skull again, that's really all I care about. Then my final theory is very simple but probably very likely. It will be Xenoblade 4, which takes place in the world that is created at the end of Future Redeemed. It will be a brand new scenario, like in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and will take place decades after the worlds fusing again. Whoever or whatever was launching into the planet at the end of Future Redeemed could give us the backstory that we want to know about Klaus's world and the radio cutscene, all while the game could focus on telling us a brand new story with new characters. Whatever the new game will be, it will most likely blow our minds again and deliver quality just as Monolithsoft always does. And at least we know one thing for certain: these fucking Nopons will definitely be back. Thanks for watching. What did you think of my theories? Make sure to leave a like and comment some of your own theories in the comments below. That's all for me today. Until next time.